Okay, hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be reviewing the 11th I Survived book. Will you mind? Do you mind being quiet, Shelby? No? You're not going to be quiet, are you? Well, do you want to sit in my lap? Yes, I have a dog. She won't be a big distraction. So today we are reviewing the 11th I Survived book, also known as I Survived the Joplin Tornado 2011 by Lauren Tarshis. I don't know if I pronounced that right. If I didn't. But today we will be reviewing this I Survived book. What the heck are you doing? Never mind. So today we are reviewing the 11th I Survived book. Shut it! Oh my god, she's loud. So today we are reviewing the 11th I Survived book. Had to do it 10 times probably by now. Okay, so today we are reviewing it. Yeah, whatever. So let's get straight to it. So at the beginning of the book, we get introduced to the character, Dexter. Very dangerous name. Very dangerous. Yeah, so we get introduced to our main character, Dexter, and the problem and situation that he's in. EF5 tornado. So let me tell you about EF5s. EF5 tornadoes are the strongest type of tornadoes. They destroy anything in its path, and it's the most cataclysmic and destructive tornado. It is very, very big. Like, we're talking dummy thick. And it is also one of the worst natural disasters. Yeah. You didn't think I would say worst natural disaster, did you? Alright, you probably did, but whatever. In the middle of so after that, the prologue, we get introduced to Dexter's normal life and what it was like before the EF5 started. And this time around, this will probably happen for the rest of the series, we finally get introduced to some parents in these books. Finally! Oh my god. If you don't stop, I'm literally going to... Sorry about that. So, yeah. After that, Dexter gets hit by a white van, and it's actually his dog who looks like a hyena mixed with a dolphin. That's what they actually say in the book, I think. Hold up. It's even uglier than you think. I don't think you want to see it. So after he gets hit by the car, or his dog, who survives somehow with a man going 25 miles per hour down the road, he finds out that it's one of his favorite TV show hosts for a show that has him chasing down tornadoes, like in Twisters. You know, the movie where there's a tornado wrangler guy, something, etc. Yeah, so, yeah. Well, from there, the story gets really interesting. Dex goes out with the TV show host and starts hunting tornadoes. At only 12, my age. Pretty impressive. But not as me. Why? So, yeah. And they find out there's a tornado happening that Tuesday, or Wednesday, or whatever day in the week. And they want to go catch it. But they don't know what's coming. A few minutes, they launch some drones up in the air, and they try to hunt down the tornado. They find out that it's an EF5, and they try to get away. But the tornado sucks them in, they get in the tornado, the car breaks, the window breaks, all that, etc. And dog's gone. But back to the video. Oh, thanks, Noah. Okay, so now we're talking about what just happened. So they got sucked up in the tornado in a white van. Now the window, etc. is broken. And this is where the prologue Well, started off. They were in the tornado, etc., 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 etc. I know I'm using etc. a lot in this episode. But after that happens, the tornado drops them and they're stuck on the ground. The TV show host is injured, but the tornado moves out and it destroys the town. Like, look, you can't tell me that isn't destruction. So, after the tornado's over, in the last, 12 minutes it was there, Dexter finds his parents and they help him and the TV show host out. And now, let's move on to the ending. So the ending wraps it up all the story and all the character building that they've been doing throughout the story. And also, the TV show host was friends with his dad, so they were able to contact him, and that's how they got help so fast. 3 months later, Dexter remembers that he put a piece of hail that fell on his head, hail's big, thick, dummy thick ice cubes that fall from the sky, and they hit you like that, basically, harder. And he shows it to his class, showing that he survived the tornado, and he didn't have to evacuate or anything. But also, the TV show host is okay. So, now I'm getting onto the ranking. My final ranking for this book, it was very suspenseful. I was at the edge of my bed while reading this. I thought this is one of the better I Survived books, but I was so wrong. But it does hold up to this day, unlike some other I Survived books, but this is a really strong read. So I'm giving it a 7.6 out of 5. No, out of 10, out of 10. Scratch that, out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. It definitely holds up to this day as one of the better I Survived books. It still doesn't beat some others, like the Grizzly Attacks of 1967, I think. Yeah. And, yes, I'm a big nerd. If you didn't know by already, I love history. Yeah, so this is one of the better I Survived books. Definitely recommend reading if you're into suspense, action, and thriller books. This is a novel, but it does have pictures. And until then, I'll see you in the next book review. And like and subscribe. Have a great day.